What is up, breath of fresh air? I'm Patrick. I'm going to be your host for today, and I got some work to do, but before I get started, you got some work to do. Smash that subscribe button, leave some comments, feedback, let us know what we're doing, good, bad, ugly. It don't matter. We always love the feedback, and we'll always comment on the comments. So, let's get into it. NCAA women's softball. It's a good topic today. It's going to be a good topic today. You're under the microscope. Let's get it. So I'm talking about women's softball, but I'm only talking about one game in particular, which happened yesterday, April 20th. This was a crazy game, but I am talking about the Lady Georgia Bulldogs hosting the Oklahoma Sooners, and such a great team. It was such a great game. Actually, it was such a great game. I don't watch too much softball, but I do watch those great games. And I'm doing a shorty, so you're gonna come back. I do watch those great games, especially when you're watching an Oklahoma Sooner team of this caliber. They are 33-1, or 33-0 going into the game with 40-game win streak. Dang. In softball, that's unheard of. I mean, like that's got to be like the best record. You know, they were 33-0 coming into yesterday, and they faced the Georgia Bulldogs. And before I get on the game too much, I want to say this Oklahoma team is flat out one of the best softball teams I've ever seen in my life. They play aggressive. They play fundamental softball better than I have ever seen any team play. They are flat out the best team on the field every single day going into the game. They're just that good. But before we get into how the game turned out, a little bit of rules about how softball is. So before anybody gets started, softball is 7 innings, and there is a run rule as you hit the 5th inning. So if you get, I think you're above 10 runs or 7 runs or something like that in the 5th inning, they call the game, and that's it, and you get 5 innings. Okay. So coming into yesterday, the Oklahoma and Georgia had a doubleheader against each other. Playing in Georgia, playing in Athens, and it was a great game. And Oklahoma gave Georgia everything they could handle. This game went 9 innings. Jaden Fields, third baseman for Georgia, she had a little blooper. I guess that's what you call it. She had a little blooper, hit a home run in the 5th inning, and then forgot to touch home plate. And Georgia goes into the top of the 6th, up 2-1, should have been up 3-1, or going into the top of 4th. I'm sorry, going into the top of 4th, they should have been up 3-1 instead of 2-1. Oklahoma ended up, putting 4 runs on the board in the 4th, but Georgia was up 3-1. It should have been up 3-1 at this time, and Jaden Fields just missed home plate. I mean, it happens. It shouldn't happen, at this level. But this is the comparison of somebody running past the touchdown line, but before they get a touchdown, they drop the football, and it ends up being a fumble instead of a touchdown. I mean, this is what it compares to in baseball or softball. So she misses it. Georgia goes into the top of the 4th up 2-1 against a very good Oklahoma team of this caliber, who is hands down probably the favor to win the Ladies World Series. You don't make mistakes like this. Ended up going 9 innings before none other than Jaden Fields hits a little shot into left field, scored the winning run, and Georgia snaps a 40-game win streak against Oklahoma and gives them the first loss of the season. It was a fantastic game. I mean, especially since, my Lady Bulldogs came out on top. Go Dogs. But, revenge is sweet served, I guess, because the happens to be a doubleheader, and Oklahoma absolutely smashed Georgia in the next game and won 12-3 and played 5 innings. So his reason why I went over all of that the before I got into the game. Now, with that being said, Oklahoma lost their first game of the season. Let me tell you, it took Georgia 9 innings to beat these girls. These girls are flat out the best on the field, without a doubt. Heavy favors even before the season even started. I was thinking Oklahoma was definitely a contender. And I've watched a couple of their games throughout the season. They're not contenders. They are the best team on the field every single night. Every single night they play, they're just the best team on the field. They just absolutely smash the ball. They've had more home runs in their 34 games than any other NCAA softball team in the league. They outscore their opponents by like an average of 4 runs plus. So, no, they're the best team on the field every single night, and Georgia gave them everything they could handle. But at the end of the day, if you turn around and you can't win the second one, or you get smashed like you did in the second one, it lets you know this team is for real. So I do want to say congratulations to the Lady Bulldogs on a great win against Oklahoma. But Oklahoma, good luck. Because I don't think you're going to need it, but good luck for the rest of the season, and can't wait to watch y'all play in the playoffs. So anyway, that's what I'm breathing on. Like I say, give some comments, feedback, let us know what we're doing, and we'll talk to you next time.